Welcome back to another episode of Life on Flick. Today we have Franca. Franca will allow you to introduce our guest today.
Introduce Freddy. Sasa kuna watu wapya wenye wanatuwatch. Kwani unafikiria class ni wale wale?
Freddy and Franca, and today we have a guest. My name is Freddy. She's Franca. It can be confusing, but
wow, yeah, it can be confusing. My name is Franca, and sijui kama mnakumbuka, but kama uliwatch podcast ya last time, uko mwisho tulipeana shout out to a very beautiful lady anaitwa Lynette. So today tukasema unajua nini, actually Lynette come through kwa sababu wengi wenu mlikuwa mnasema mnajua mlidigress sana mkaingia kwa sijui stories za marriage. Watu huko wako na commitment issues.
Simtaje mwenye alidigress. Let's not mention.
Kwa sababu pasi wetu kidogo alikuwa ameingia kwa marriage sana. Yeye aliokoka akiwa myang, so alikuwa amejiekea Yesu.
Muelewe.
Yeah. So tukaona acha tweet bibi yake mwenye atakuja na receipts. You know,
yep.
About being single. And I'm so excited. Guys, I'm so excited for this conversation kwa sababu hapa tuko na content mingi sana. So allow me to welcome and introduce Pastor Lynette Chalo. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Kitu tusikie sauti yako.
Thanks.
Hiyo ni unakuwa Freddy.
One word answer.
When ni nani? Tumekuintroduce but when ni nani?
Kiaje.
Who are you?
Like there's many things. There's so many things about me, and it probably
short
pick up
description.
your whole podcast.
Yeah, sema zote.
Yeah.
Okay, I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am an aunt. I'm a cousin. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I am also a minister of the gospel. I'm a process improvement consultant. And I'm a friend to many. Yeah.
Na pia ni ka painting.
Sema pia ni painting. Franco uliza introduce hivyo kweli ama?
Painting.
Ukiambo introduce nasema mimi.
Hizo za kwanza. Hizo za kwanza zote.
Yako kwa jina.
Painting ni nini?
Acha hizo. Painting ni mali safi.
Ina sound kama samaki. Okay. I had painting for dinner.
Nakumbuka tukisema language barrier ndio hii hapa. Yeah, but we'll make deal. So clearly hatujamaliza hii conversation ya being single.
Yep.
You know, and I remember the last time when we were having this conversation, Freddy alituacha na tu vitu zingine zilikuwa zina sound very not nice. Yeah.
I'm waiting to see where this goes.
Madem hawana kitu ya kuprepare uko mbele while they are single, but you know, wanaume at least they can read books. What he said was, for men, while they're single, there are things that they do to prepare themselves for the future.
Yes.
They read books. They lift weights. They go to the gym so that they're physically strong. Yeah. What else did you do? Watafute pake, money. But madem,
mwanamke si tabia tu.
Ni tabia tu. Yes.
I can feel.
Nasikia
tu hiyo look.
So Milani nimeleta backup. Let's go fire.
Nimeangalia naisikia hapa already.
What do you mean ni tabia tu?
No. For women, I feel like men have a lot to prepare. Okay. You tell me what exactly do women prepare for when, apart from tabia? Like just good character.
You know,
I can feel the kunaka tension already.
Okay, so you want to put good character and all those physical things on the same pedestal because that's what it feels like, and then you've actually belittled good character. Umeongeza ni tabia tu.
No.
Na Biblia inasema afadhali uishi kwa rooftop
than with a
hukana dem mwenye akona tabia stress. Maneno mob.
Exactly.
So ukisema tu inamaanisha we si yule msi wa kuishi kwa rooftop utakatu nayo tabia mbaya. Okay,
let me correct that, but you get the question though, like is there anything else that women prepare for?
I think one of the weightiest issues or things that you can prepare for is actually character. It's not so much money or health. For men, even for men, like Because if you have bad character, you'll not have a happy marriage, and your marriage wouldn't be sustainable.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. You've seen people who have the monies. I won't even mention names, but let's just go to the celebrity scene.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money,
Yeah.
and this guy is prepared in and out of marriage. Well, kwa do.
Yeah.
Ukifika marriage, tabia inawalemea. Na wanaachana. There's infidelity, there's lies. Kwanza kuna dem mwingine sita mention jina yake, but alioa footballer na yeye ni mwimbaji. And she found out that her husband was cheating. And the way she found out was that he doesn't take jam. Like kuna jam hakulangi na alikuwa, I think she had gone on tour or something. When she came back, she found that there was jam, the spread. And she knew,
this is not
somebody sleeping. Okay, sorry. Let me stop. But yeah, you know how that goes down. So it's not the money.
Yeah.
The guy has good looks. He's taken care of his body pretty much because that's, of course, where he makes his money. I'm sure he reads books. I don't think he's an airhead. And she, on the other hand,
airhead, I need to make sure my co-host is together with us, because sometimes you might might confuse her. Franco ukisikia airhead,
you know, sometimes people think that you're okay, but you're not okay. And I feel unanieka kwa hiyo position.
But come on, we'll
just stop it.
Just ask.
And
Proceed. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm not disregarding what men need to prepare for, but I felt maybe your tone and the choice of words,
it was wrong,
made it look like character is a very trivial thing to prepare for in marriage. But then, let's circle back to your question.
Yes.
What do women prepare for?
Yes.
Of course, I will put character. Then that is the ideal situation. Though, as time has progressed over the years, the same things that you guys prepare for, or men prepare for, are the same things that women are also taking up for themselves. Okay. So you find everybody is suddenly dieting and going to the gym. Oh yeah, they have this book challenge, 21 book challenge. I don't know. You're laughing because you think you've been a victim of that. See, juzi umeandika mali ulikuwa umesoma vitabu, a finished volume. It's 3 out of 4. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. So then she puts it all over. It's as if she's going to be graded by that. Okay. Yeah. So they read books. They right now, because of the economic situation globally, we are noticing that households have to basically manage their money is both, the income from both ends. So you can't fully rely on one spouse to bring in the cheddar. So they're also preparing for that same thing. They're also going to school. So they're getting educated. So all those things are important, but they're not key. For me, character, tabia, hata Biblia inasema, mnajua afadhali mwanamke akuwe na tabia nzuri na jina njema kuliko hizo majewelry na beautiful adornment. It's that
because
doesn't
that comes with opportunities. Yeah, it comes with opportunities. I think when you have a good character, people trust you. With roles in the community, people are willing to like help you because you've helped them. As in, I feel character definitely on the top. Yes.
So we've said it's basically 2 things. So we're saying that
we're all preparing.
We're all preparing at almost at equal measure, but at the helm of the preparation, the one that should be at the top of the list is character. Scripture tells us that a good name is better than any other precious jewelry or gem or whatever you want to call it, rubies and gold. A good name, and that a good name is backed by good character.
So we can say it's also as important. Like
it's not also as important.
Is there a gender that is more? Can we say men need to have? For men, it's a must. For women, it's
a must for both.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Are we sure? Let's not.
No, let's
so
be real.
Mwanamume anaweza pewa pass kama kuna tabia mbaya.
Kama kuna pesa, it covers a lot of things.
Oh, including bad manners.
Tumemshika sasa leo. Leo tumemshika.
It's true though. Kama kuna pesa, it covers a lot of things. There are women who will, provided they're taken care of.
Yeah, I actually know someone who
sasa mi si mind vitu anafanya.
Bora tu mimi ako na pesa, he gives me everything.
So you ndo nasema ndo ideal.
No, I'm not saying it's the ideal.
Yeah, but so that's the exception. Basi tuseme hiyo ndo exception juu acha nikwambie ukweli huyo friend yako whoever it is when bora apate
friend yangu si watch
friend X yeah
yeah, she's already an ex at this point.
yeah
Ashasikia.
true that
Unajua
scrapped off
yeah you utakat
utakuwa bridesmaids kwa harusi yake tena kama atakuwa na
kubali.
yeah. But the truth is huyo dame akiwa very honest she would wish that she could have the full package, that her husband ako there for her anampenda ako na character poa plus do lakini sasa ameona yeye amecompromise anaona okay raha nitajipa huko nje by them nipatie props ya Kiswahili yangu
umejaribu
Kiswahili
yeah
umejaribu sana.
so raha atajipa huko nje but yeah hata bother na umse bora she'll find other people to satisfy the emotional gap that she may be feeling at home because it's generally hakuna binadamu yote hataki kubelong na nataka kupendwa, nataka kuoneshwa you matter na hizo tabia ndo zina the outward expression of those manners ndo inakuanga rooted on good character or bad character. Hiyo ndo tu sense yangu. Mimi sioni kama kuna gender moja inafaa concentrate more on one thing than the other, especially in this day and age.
Okay, let's agree but to disagree.
It's okay.
Ni sawa.
The males yeah. The males have
I think
more.
that's why
women,
you put
more.
so much pressure on having money kwa sababu what are you trying to compensate?
No,
usijibu and think about it. But as we are talking so much about marriage, nataka tupeleke hii conversation a different direction kidogo tu.
Yes.
Kwa wale wenye we are single sieti tunaona watu sahi so we are not having ama hatuonekani
don't lie.
we are not having the marriage conversation sana
kuna mtu anakungoja nyumbani Frank
tu unajua so I am single and I am waiting, okay? But I want to enjoy this season of me being single, okay? So as I wait mimi nataka tu kuuliza swali. Pia wewe unajua uko single or you're not single but you have been single.
Naona kusikia nini ya?
Why have you lowered your glasses?
Any point, Franca says something, I just want to look in the eye.
Imagine it's a very innocent question.
Don't look at her soul.
I want to
because
look at your soul because
it's a very innocent question, okay? Kuna wenye tu tuko single and we're enjoying this season of us being single. As in, what do you enjoy most about being single?
Oh, that's
yeah, that's to you. What do you enjoy?
I forgot Lynette is married.
yeah, yata tuambia kile
yake atapeana perspective
yako na perspective zote mbili.
For the man mostly it's just financial. You enjoy, you don't spend as much. Mika kwangu naikanga tokeni ya chwani inanisukuma.
Hizo ni ngapi? Umse ana pesa ndo kama nataki kude. That's why he's single. Tumepata reason 1. Hana pake.
Yangu chwani ama niche is 50 bob people. Okay? So nikiweka 50 bob inanisukuma wiki zangu mbili. Yani microwave tu na bulb.
Ndo kama umezoea darkness. Niko na umetoa hiyo nini? Hizo miwani. Hata light kidogo tu isha kushtua.
His eyes have atrophied. Ziko kama zile molds that kwa huko underground. They are blind. Anyway, sorry.
Wewe mko na maneno. Kama nikichukua fridge inashinda off. Hakuna chakula ndani.
Wewe unajua kupika, so fridge unaweka nini?
Usiende hapo.
Sawa,
Kutoka gas sinunui kwa sipiki. You know.
Kuna reasons mob ku single.
So nikikaleka 6 kg ananisukuma karibu 1 year. No. So kupika labda ni fry kama yai na ni warm maji, you know.
Yeah.
Very economical. So that I think is one of the benefits of, being single. And of course, time maybe you can use to, go on self dates. Just kept hizo.
Unajipeleka self.
Kuna mtu tunajua anaenda self date kwa hiyo.
Unatoka ni achwani.
Huyo mtu tokeni.
Unaenda wapi? Kwa jirani.
Unaingia base unakula hata nini mandazi yako polite na kachai. Unaweza na self date kwa kibanda. Unaenda self date hapo. That's also another, benefit. You understand? You can spoil yourself. You can decide, you know what? Let me travel. Watching hapa wacha ninge hapa Machakos town hapo junction ama ninge in People's Park Macham na from check it out. Yeah, vitu kaa hizo it's simple. All right, that's some of the benefits. No, you can decide to spoil yourself with clothing and kuna tu vitu hapo nini. Basically, life is very kitu imekumaliza sana, imekunice. Life is very affordable. So the benefits are definitely just affordable. Life is easy. Hakuna stress. Unaweza hata lala njaa. That's another thing. Yeah. Unajua ukiona mtu huwezi kunywa maji ulale. Unaona? Ukiona mtu ujaribu kunywa maji ulale utatii. Unaona? So mimi naweza fika home nikule mkate pale maji dispenser. Na dose. Yeah, ama the nights ukikuja you don't have you sleep. You lie with an empty stomach unajiambia you're fasting. It's a fast. Yeah, but those are some of your future. I'm praying for my future. Na kumbe ni kakiru ni minus. But those are some of the benefits. Yeah, what about you?
Because nakati reasons why I'm single, but it's okay. It's the title of the podcast.
These are the benefits. I see how you want to turn that. Najua you're going through the same struggle, Franca. Najua pia unext.
Mimi siko na wewe.
Mbako hata mnatumia units ama sorry. Mbako mnatumia units kweli?
Tunakanga tokens.
Okay, how much?
Mimi ina depend.
Okay, so what are some of the benefits of being single, Franca?
So, some of the benefits, okay. I don't have to answer to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move around vile nataka. Bila kuulizwa maswali mingi.
Kurandaranda, unapenda
kurandaranda. But as in, I don't know. I'm just saying in comparison with the relationship I was in. Unaelewa? Because najua wengine waulizwangi. Unaweza kumedate na ajali maliko. Ni wangu alikuwa na ajali. So yeah. In short sahi hakuna mtu anajali. Wewe mali unaenda.
Sasa labda ulizwe na caretaker. Na siku hizi caretaker kuuliza na siku hizi unaingia.
Kenya na miongo ni tumeona paka mwitu ikiingia na paka yako kwa nyumba yako uko around. And then you go like, they care.
People, tafadhali,
they care.
Whoever is interested in Franca, please.
So at least kuna yo.
She's suffering. Franca unasuffer. Oh, enjoy singlehood. You're not enjoying singlehood? Huh?
Oh my God.
No.
What is this? Huh?
You guys.
Care. Like, and can you text and go like, they care. Notice siko. It's not as bad as it seems, okay?
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying, having time to myself. I've never been someone who has enjoyed their own company.
Yes.
I'm learning, of course, sometimes and like, okay, what do I do with myself? But yeah, I'm learning to actually enjoy my own company, and it's good. It's lovely. I am growing spiritually. I think in this moment I have needed God, and so I have found myself seeking Him, like in those moments nikiwa peke yangu, like I really want, because kuna ile feeling yenye, I want to be loved, and He supplies that every single day. So I'm enjoying this newfound relationship, and it's really nice. Another thing, I'm dreaming big.
What?
I don't think nilikuwa na dream vile sai na dream.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Like I don't know, yeah. I'm discovering myself, and it's a beautiful place to be. Another thing is the attention that comes with being single.
Okay, did you have to shake your head that way?
Peke yake kuna watu wengine huko pia wanakuona isipokuwa caretaker.
No, I think sometimes ukiwa kwa relationship, I don't know if this is wrong. Yeah. But just from my experience, sometimes when you're in a relationship, unaweza sahau that when ni parenting. Unajua uko hapo, you're comfortable, na vitu zingine zinakuwa mazoea. Inakuwa mazoea that you got hitched, inakuwa mazoea that niko na mtu, inakuwa mazoea. And I think sometimes you can stay in a relationship because you're thinking, Kai, if not him, who else?
Nitaonekana kweli.
Nitaonekana kweli.
Do they think
Kai, but unajua unaoga unarudi soko na mtu anasema
Umeoga.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Unakapoa. And then uko like, okay. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to Nione. What else is there? But I'm really enjoying being single. I don't think sioni kama ni kubaya vile. Because most times
you don't go home and cry.
Mbona nilie?
And say, God, why? Why are they not seeing me?
Hiyo ilikuwa the first week. But sasa
anyway, watch out to Lynette, but let's also ask Lynette, like, her own when you were single, what did you enjoy? Do you share some? Usiogope kwa side yangu, hii side ya nini? Your reality.
Your reality.
Hii side ingine ni ya hizi ni lies. Usiogope kwa side yangu. How was it when you were single? Was it the same thing? What did you enjoy? What are the benefits?
I had a blast. I think I really...
You enjoyed your singlehood?
Yes, I enjoyed my singlehood. For those who knew me or still know me and knew me when I was still single, I had fun. I traveled. There's a time for about maybe 4 to 5 years of my adulthood or my working career. I was living in a suitcase.
Just traveling the world.
Yeah, but it was for work.
Taking flights.
Man. Not
Basi, taking flights.
At least me niko na hope.
Yeah, and it was fun, like because not only was I, growing my career, but I was exploring the world. I was trying to see who am I outside of my comfort zone in Kenya, outside of the sheltering of my family. It was really, really good. I socialized a lot. Like I got to meet a lot of people of the opposite sex, and I now knew what I didn't want, and I knew what I wanted. Yeah, so that was really cool. I wasn't shy. I didn't live in a cocoon at all. I took up a lot of skills for myself. Okay, let me not say a lot. I'm also being that's a bit of a hyperbole. I cooked. I started learning how to bake. I really love barbecues and grilled stuff. So I specialize in that area. Yeah, so I took time to really grow myself in that. I tried different types of fashion. I didn't hold back from dyeing my hair to putting orange hair to red hair. I was a redhead. I did everything. So
unatupatia mimi naanza kuandika to-do list sahi.
Yeah. And then I shopped, like what Freddy was saying, like you
spoil yourself.
I really spoiled myself. I never held back. If I saw something that was good and I could afford it and I knew it would be for a long time, especially for long term, I wasn't very fickle in my spending, but just something that I knew I would really want to use for a very long time, I spent on it. I spent on my family. Shout out my family. Yeah, my extended family. My family is here.
Shout out people.
Yeah, shout out people. Okay. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So I really enjoyed my singlehood. I didn't hold back. And then also a lot of the time I spent, because I'm born again, as you know, I spent a lot of my time in church as well. So I loved serving in the worship team. So every church that I was in, at least I was plugged into the worship team. And man, did I serve. Ilikuwa pia time ya kwa shelf ndo uonekane.
Watu wa kusii.
Come on.
Hapo ndo mchungaji amefungua macho.
What is this?
Mchungaji. We see you.
Si unakumbuka akisema eti alipatana naye kwa church. Kumbe ulikuwa
Franca, why?
Kama unapenda kutura, please.
Geolocation will change kidogo.
Change your nini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me at a skulangi street food. But anyway,
Yeah, but
that's
actually,
up for debate.
but here for street food, need part of enjoying your life. Do
You're like trying different.
Mbona
different
mna insist
stuff.
that mi ukula mtu rana
mimi sijui hiyo discussion ya mtura siku hapa. So me am a new.
Sasa sijui mbona naruka lakini sawa.
Yeah. So mi sikuvumilia, how do you call it? Sikujishikilia.
Yeah, like you went all out.
I went all out within, of course, certain limits. The other limits that probably I might have crossed the boundary just a little bit before I got born again.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, mimi enjoy.
So would you advise someone to take the same?
I think why would you? Yeah, don't obsess about a future that, of course, I'm not saying it's obvious for everybody that they'll get married, but it doesn't help you to obsess about it, and then you become miserable if it doesn't happen within your timeline.
Yes.
It's okay, wait, but while you're waiting, do things that make you happy. I was having a conversation actually with Franca today. It was earlier on today. That one of the things that people forget, or that when she asked me, actually, let me just paraphrase it and take it back a little bit. She asked me about being ready. And I was like, I don't think anybody's born ready for marriage or parenting.
Yeah, you can never really be ready entirely.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
The true test of being ready is actually when you become selfless. That's when you know, hi, I'll put somebody else.
Take notes, please.
I'll put somebody else before me. And that one comes with its own line of, I don't know, perspectives. But when you're single, to be honest, as much as, yes, you can be altruistic and benevolent to your friends and family members, most of the time it's about you, how it makes you feel, what you are doing for me. And I don't know, these days people talk about mental health and I don't know, self-awareness. Yeah. As if it's a new phenomenon. By the way, self-awareness is something that existed back
it's
then.
always been there.
It's always been there at the Maslow's hierarchy.
So wejiulize mbona ujui?
Oh God.
Nitaacha hiyo hapo. Continue.
So it's not, there's nothing new under the sun. So watu wasifikiati now they've come up with this new phenomenon, but it's just that people were not really keen on it at that time. So,
I love that you brought up the question about being ready, because when is the time? Because I feel like, okay, most of us supitie hiyo swali ya bado hakuna mtu bado unaona ikihappen lini?
Umetuweka
mtu umetuweka you know, and sometimes it's hard to really explain to parents or relatives that, you know, I'm just taking this time for me. So at what point does it stop being I'm single to I'm alone? At what point?
Okay, I'll be honest, from my perspective and experience, I don't think there is like a mark and you say at this stage now, and it's like it's a blanket affair for everybody. A lot of it is to deal with your heart. How do you feel inside? Because I've seen people who have desired marriage in the early 20s and they have been very content with it. Somebody's getting married at 21, 22 in this particular generation or era of our time, with this age.
That would have been me.
Yeah. See? Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Dreams.
Yeah. And it's not out of societal pressure. It's just them. There are others who feel like, hey, okay, I'm hitting 40. Now I feel like I'm ready to settle. Like they have hit the pinnacle of their career. Academics has, you know, they have grown in the academia world. They have everything they basically need on the outside to feel secure. So they're like, oh yeah, there's this one thing.
Left.
I'm okay being alone, but it would be nice to have
someone.
a spouse. Yes. And so now the pursuit becomes a bit more deliberate and aggressive. So it can happen at different stages of your life, at different ages of your life.
Is there something? Can we say? Is there a time that is? Could you say? Is there a time that's too late?
Because I wanted to say, is it the same for men and women, because I know for
That one I
women
know for sure. It's
we
not.
have
it's
we
not
have
the same.
pressure
It's
in
not
terms
the
of
same.
our biological clock,
Yeah.
and there's all
That's the
this
biggest
pressure that
issue,
you know,
actually.
hey,
Yeah.
ikifika hapa, you know, to be hard to da 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 da
Getting
da
a
da
child
da
becomes
da.
a problem.
So you feel okay.
Yeah.
I have to get married by this age so that I can have kids and then bounce back and go back now to my career. Because sometimes you might feel that, you know, I'm trying to get my career going, but it's not happening right now. But there's this one thing that at the back of my mind inanisumbua, that, you know, if nifike 40 ama nini, this other desire that I have, maybe to have children, itakuwa, you know, itakuwa ngumu. So let me put a pause on my career, you know, and then find someone, settle down, nini nini, and then after having kids, na nini nini, go back to my career, which then again
It's
it's another hassle. What can you say about that?
Okay. One thing I'll agree with. I think for men and women,
It's different.
it's different. Like what he had mentioned earlier on, that a lot of the men feel like they must have this certain boxes checked in terms of their security, because they want to feel, the traditional man wants to feel like, I can provide, I can handle this mess, I can handle this. Not so much on the emotional side, but on the physical, material aspect. As for the women, of course, the biological clock has always been that one thing that has been highlighted through ages. And I think it was given a lot of attention to a point where it became a source of disgruntlement for a certain age group. Can I say a certain generation? Let me delve a bit deeper. You see, from our parents, our parents are in different ages, by the way. Mine are they're the pure traditionalists. So for them, the woman, as much as should have liked to have a career, it wasn't a priority. Theirs was to find a spouse, and then of course procreation would be at the forefront, and then they take care of the home, make sure that the home is secure. So even if you had a career or not, it wasn't really.
It wasn't a big deal.
It wasn't a big deal. The economic times at that time were less strenuous than it is right now. I'm not neglecting that. Yes, there were some times when guys went through the Great Depression, especially in the West and all that. I'm not negating that. But you can actually tell that was a season, then it bounced back. But for us, there has been a prolonged time of an economic crunch, which means a household would not, like I mentioned before, would not just stand by one income unless the person, whoever is bringing in the income, actually earns a war chest or, you know, has a hefty sum. So people started feeling like, yes, and then there's also education. In the African society, the girl child, that wasn't a way to invest in your resources. You'd rather invest in the boy than the girl. But that has been changing over time. And you can see basically for those who have been in the 844, even the 766, I think 3 or 2 at that time, you take a long time. Better part of your teenagehood and young adult life will be spent in school. So you'd not start thinking about getting married up until you're done, and then you can probably get a job. So already the timelines have been shifted. Whereas in the past, between the age of maybe 15 up to about 21, you should have already gotten a spouse. You have like your first few kids. So it wasn't, biological clock wasn't an issue that time. But now that mindset was carried forward into this particular setup where the dynamics have changed completely. And you're still getting the same pressure. Yes. And things are not the same. It's definitely not the same. So it becomes a bit of a frightening affair, especially for women, especially for women who want to have kids. Because medically they're being told one thing, and then on the other hand, of course, there's societal, just perspectives that
if you're not married, something's wrong with
umeka sana nini mbaya, you need to lower your standards. Umesoma sana. They're still saying such things. Kama ungetulia kidogo, ama you're always working. So when are you going to meet people? This is, as I said, this is my personal opinion. Yeah, my personal. It doesn't reflect the views of the church flick or even my husband's. This is just Lynette. Yeah.
We are
Very
one
clear.
imerushwa. We are one imerushwa.
No, it's important because
Kama we are one iko behind.
msikwe hivyo.
Ni theory.
Msikwe
Yeah,
The
hivyo.
one is gone. Leo ni kama leo ni kama
please.
Leo
Mimi sina ubaya.
We are one iko nje
Those are your
huko.
personal opinions
Okay, ni sawa,
about my statement.
Yeah, sisi tuko peke yetu.
Yeah, please.
but we digress.
Yeah. So it's I do consider I'm a semi late bloomer. I could say that because I got married in almost my mid 30s. My mid 30s.
Yeah.
So of course I know what it feels like to be waiting and you're looking at time.
Yeah.
And I've also been medically told by the professionals that you need to kind of
Otherwise,
speed up.
Yeah.
But then I bring in the God element.
Yeah.
Because after all, with or without a spouse, I am still supposed to find contentment in Christ.
Yes.
And that journey never stops because you can be in a marriage and you're still not content. So the marriage will not fill that void that God was supposed to have in your heart, because in him there's totally like you feel very whole. You're actually very whole.
Yes.
So I bring in the God element that helps you calm down. That yes, indeed there is expectations from society. If you're a guy, I would imagine that fine, you don't have a steady career, hata huna shamba, huna hata kanyumba, hata hujanunua hata baiskeli. There's no asset to your name.
Hata kiatu kununua ni shida.
Hata kiatu, kwanza hata si kiatu yako ulipewa. Unaona?
Hey, boy child.
Is hard.
Freddy alikufungulia roho.
Mimi sijui mambo ya Freddy. Mimi I'm keeping it.
Boy child has suffered.
Yeah. So kuna hizo naelewa na sisemi ati haziko that you should turn a blind eye. Yes, let them exist in that space, but there is a God space that can help you calm down. I myself, I remember when last year, the challenge that we had where we lost our daughter, one of the key things the doctor told me during my 6-week visit, he told me, you need to start working on another child.
Because the time is...
And I was like, okay, it's not like I'm building mjengo ati sasa nimengoja nini ishike foundation ishike ndo niendelee tu hapo. There's a lot of healing that has to happen. So nilisikia your pressure ati told me within 6 months you're good to go. But my mother is the one who put me together, and she told me rest. Give it a year. Just rest, relax, heal. God knows, and he's with you. He understands your desires, and he's with you. And then it just helped me settle. And I had a lot of testimonies of people who have married in their maybe late 40s, even into their 50s, and they've gotten kids, and the kids are healthy, and they're no longer, they're not perturbed by what society thinks about them. So my response is, if you are in Christ, take a chill pill. It's a matter of the heart. If you feel there's a probing for you to now get married, and not that you are putting a barrier, like when it comes to like, no, like there's some people here are. I'm not pointing fingers. Yes. No. Look.
We're not pointing.
No.
We're not pointing.
Outside.
It's outside.
We're not pointing.
It could be the audience. It could be anybody else.
It's going outside. Thanks guys.
Hiyo ndo thought zangu. Yani tulia ndani ya Yesu. Probing ikikam na una feel na siwe uneka barrier. Please move along with the probing. Endelea na God, mtapata mse.
Move na flow.
Move flow tu, na wache pressure mingi. Yes, guys can jest about it, but going back to something more serious, just relax. You're like, okay, I will cooperate with God and find the right person.
Is it nothing impossible with God?
Exactly. Can we also say it's also okay if you, because there are people who even get married early and biologically they can't get kids.
There's also that.
We can also just wisdom.
Okay, see,
too much wisdom. So we can also just say it's okay to be in a space where, like, whether it happens or it doesn't, you're good.
Yes.
Because kuna watu pia they got married early. This time
and both men and women alike. And it's a sensitive issue that's been really now being highlighted about low sperm counts and all those things. Whereas in the past, because of the medical world hadn't really quite expanded, people didn't know much. But even men are having the same pressure.
Yes, true.
They are trying to get kids and they have been told, hey, maze, your guys are not able to meet that race. So, nako ready.
Yeah.
So, your pressure inakuja on both sides. Though for women, it has always been, it's been compounded. To a point mwanamke hezi breathe.
True.
Yes. And still, there's IVF. Yani kuna vitu
There's
more.
adoption.
There's adoption.
Yeah.
There are so many things, so many options, especially if you're really focused on bearing kids, you know, child bear. I would say rearing. Okay, inafaa nikunywe maji. But nimaliza, mimi naanza kuongea for now. Your story.
That's very umejibu sana.
Nani ile wisdom ina flow hapa. I don't know what was
Sana
happening.
from here.
Iko hii side inakuja hapo alafu kidogo kuna ikifika hapo ni kama ina stop, kuna ka network issue.
Barrier to entry.
Unajua tutawatch kitu, tutaona ni nani hapo alikuwa analala. Tutaona, si ndio? Tutaona. But you know, that puts me and a lot of people, I'm sure, at rest. And now we have hope that we can enjoy.
There's no time limit to being single.
Without
like,
feeling unajua kuna hizi pressure zote zenye zinatukujia. And you know, some of us were single because of heartbreak, like I mentioned. And sometimes you can find that you've gone through multiple heartbreaks. And you're like, will I ever find that one person who will just, you know, love me the way I deserve to be loved?
Yes.
What can you say about that? For someone who's like, Mimi, by the way, say niko single because it's a choice. I just haven't been lucky to like find that person.
Okay, that's like a deep question.
So that's very deep. Can I take a go and then to actually the wisdom
please,
in flow?
Please go ahead.
In my 2 cents again. This is my opinion.
Who has been heartbroken?
A heartbreak.
Severely.
Nikoka heartbreak up here.
Okay, sorry.
Again, no, I'm joking.
So karma.
You guys have broken my heart out there. So, in my opinion, all right, this is not the shows, or as she said.
Sasa watu wameanza kupeana disclaimer.
Ndio isikue. I think this will be weird to say, but I think love is luck. That's strange. It's a very strange statement, but I think ikona yani ni kama mtu anaangukia. Not every there are people who genuinely want, and their hearts are genuinely, you know, they want to be loved and they want to love. But unapata tu uangukianga to the wrong. Umeambiwa sijui kwenyu sijui nani alizika mguu ya kuku. Unaambiwa sijui kwenyu ende uambie mwenye alikuroga ambie kuku iangalie Nairobi.
Alafu
hiyo kuku alitumia kukuroga. Something from the village is following. Naambia hiyo kuku iangalie Nairobi ndio vitu zitaenda.
Na kuna watu wenye wanashughulikia ngezo vitu.
The people who so
just to find love.
I think in my opinion love has a lot to do with luck. It might sound strange, but kuna watu wangukia, kuna watu wataangukia, and it's okay. Sijui mbona unacheka.
Sasa mtu kama wewe nulo kutoangukia ukubali tu, and you resign and say, you know what, I'm the unlucky. I'm the unlucky.
Sasa nini, as we say nowadays in Nairobi, ni kuoga na kurudi soko. Sasa ni wewe ukuwe na ile roho fulani,
upewe grace.
Uko na ile gambut, uko na gambut ya kiroho. Tuko naambiwa hivyo tukiwa mahali. Gambut ya kiroho, that when it happens, you know, get yourself, pull yourself back together, rudi soko, it happen, you know. That's my conclusion of love. Like I think it's a lot of, not a lot, but I think it has luck somewhere. Kuna bahati yani kuangukia. And so the way to beat it is get yourself back up, go back, rudi soko maze, you find someone. Unaweza angukia love ukiwa 50, 60, 70. It might happen.
By the way, there's no age limit.
There's no age limit to it. So that's just my 2 cents.
That's nice.
It's almost like it's not 2 cents. Ishafika shillings, dollars.
All right.
But let me throw it back to
itabidi uomoke hii language yako.
Kuomoka na ni lazima tuomoke.
For me, I look at it as choices. You choose. Okay, there are people who might not choose you. That is their choice. That's why I'm still putting emphasis on that. But for you, if you were to really look backwards, in hindsight, you find that you might have had opportunities of certain guys who didn't properly fit a certain bill.
Yeah.
And you were like, or a chick, and you're like, I can't deal with that. Not knowing that there is evolution in relationships, that people actually change and grow if they're genuinely, putting all the efforts they need to make it work. For instance, I'm going to use a reference. I never saw myself marrying a Kenyan, especially from,
The Lord humbles you.
Yeah. No, I was not humbled. I was elevated. I was elevated. Please don't get it twisted, girl. Yeah.
Tulikuwa karibu tumshike but
I was highly elevated.
Wasema uko unaona ukicheza na irangi fulani.
Yes. But it was a choice I made. I decided to give that love a chance.
Yes.
I could have, just like whatever, man, talk to the hand. You're not my type. Yeah. But I decided and said, the type I'm looking for is, and I keep saying this and I've told this to people, a man submitted to the word of God.
Yes.
Not a God-fearing man, please. And I'm going to look at straight the camera.
There's a difference.
There's a difference because even demons fear God. So
and they know scripture.
And they know scripture.
Yes.
Yeah. But they're not submitted to God. And it's the same thing, not a God-fearing woman, but a woman submitted to the word of God.
Yes.
That became the highlights.
Yeah.
And it has saved me a lot of issues, even in our journey in marriage, because we are submitted to there's a higher authority that we subscribe to.
Yes.
Now, if you're saying you're waiting and you're wondering, Sasa, will it ever happen to me? One thing you need to know that God has willed that you would actually live life abundantly.
Yes.
The description of abundantly is you having a partnership with him in understanding what that kind of abundance looks like.
Yes.
It is not about the material things. Yes, he has willed. Scripture also tells us that none shall lack their mate. That can be something that you can embrace and say, Lord, I am not going to lack my mate regardless. So give me wisdom. Give me, the ability to choose, to see and to choose right. And to be patient because sometimes you just don't see because of all the distractions that are around you or even the geolocation, Turabes, such things. Maybe that is not a conducive environment for you to see the person that you want to be hooked up with. I don't know. I'm not going to criticize where people met, but the people who have met in bars, they've met in funerals, they've met at workplaces. And I think Pastor Pete mentioned that the environment in which you are, you're most likely going to meet someone. Yes, if you're consistently in that space, there's probably somebody you'll meet who's from there. If not, it's one of those cases. But I would tell you it all boils down to choice. While you're saying sijui kama nitaipata mtu, maybe kuna watu lakini wewe huwaoni. Yes. Na pia umejieka in such a way that you're not approachable.
Ama nakataa kuwaona. Maybe anaona no this one no.
Yes. Yeah. Nitakwambia tu kitu moja. Oh goodness, my baby brain has checked in. There's it has fortered. Oh my goodness.
That happens to Franca a lot. That happens to Franca. It's okay. But I'm sure it'll come back. We were talking about nini.
About choosing, like maybe wewe hauoni.
Approachable. Yes. So this is for both men and women. For females, especially those who have been emancipated from poverty and all those things, if I could call it that they really have put themselves together.
Yes.
You'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a man would like to see the feminine side of a woman, that gentle side. You can be independent, you can be strong, but they're not looking for just that one thing. Yes, they like your independence, they like your strength, but they're looking for the tenderness that they also don't have to complement. They're really looking for that, a soft place, a less soft landing. And for the men, I'll tell you, one of the biggest things, apart from just the security and all that, is expression of love. many women, as they like to say that good girls like bad boys. That's not really true. They like
gangsters.
that they like the OGs, the Taliban.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Taliban movement.
It's that they are looking for masculinity, yes, but they are hoping that underneath that masculinity, they'll find somebody who can connect to them emotionally.
That's true.
If you're able to break those particular walls, you'd find dating a bit more easier to navigate. Like even just approaching someone, it would be much easier than just being like a chick who's strong. I have policies and rules and all that, and the man is like, mimi ni mandingo, I'm a hard guy, itabidi wewe ujipange na mimi. So that's it.
Oh, that's very interesting. Today has been really awesome. I love this conversation. Where
the knowledge.
You know, and I hope the single people nimewagot, because mlikuwa mnakuja kwa DMs na mnakuja kwa inbox pale WhatsApp mnasema, you know, na sisi wenye tuko single, like how do we date, how do we find luck in love, hizo maswali zote I hope nimewapata, and like we've realized today, there is hope for every single person. If you want to remain single, well and good, enjoy yourself, sindio, and if you're single because you feel like it's not your choice, imagine there is hope. Oga vizuri.
Shikilia, rudi soko oga.
Ukitaka mtu akukuchocha, ingia pale kwa inbox yangu. Uone vile nitakuwa na kuchocha.
Okay.
Kuchoche,
I don't know what she means, people. But,
no, kuchocha, yani ni mu-encourage, ni pump up, yani I feel encouraged kurudi soko. Si eti wanaingia kwa inbox mimi ndo niwasaidie. Hapana. Plus I'm talking to all genders, yeah?
Okay, true. I guess. I get you.
I don't know what that is.
But as in, my takeaway is there is hope. You can find love at any age, and it's okay to be single. It's not a bad thing to be single. It's a time to discover yourself. It's a time to enjoy yourself. So yeah, enjoy it. What's your takeaway?
My takeaway is it's okay to, you know, work as team achwani. All right? It's okay. Don't worry. Times it gets better ahead. It's okay kukosa ku afford kiatu. You know? It's okay kupewa kiatu. It's okay. Like, you know, with time things get better. So don't worry. Shikilia, cast strong. All right? Oga rudi soko. All right? Was there something else? Sina proverb of the day.
Hauna proverb of the day. Usitupatie hizo zako zenyewe.
This is a proverb of the day for the boy child. Are you?
No, tumemaliza. Wewe sema proverb yako haraka. So what did you get from this conversation? Tunajua tu ni sisi tumekuuliza maswali, but hatujakwambia kitu yote yenye imeku.
Is there anything we said that built you? Najua kidogo hapo kwa Franca.
Any realization that you've had while we've had this conversation?
Yeah, I know I'm the one who came up with most of the points.
Yenye unahitaji ku stress.
Najua kwa Franca hujapata tu points, but just mention. Just, is there anything you've learned from the duo,
or something you want to stress for us single people?
I think you guys you're okay. You're okay. Tuko tu sawa. Bakini kwa word. Lakini musikwe delusional. Mwanze kujipatia weird advice. I'm concerned about the proverb, but the Lord is faithful.
Yeah, hata tuone ya leo ni gani.
Yeah.
Last time ilikuwa gani?
Both I'm holding you guys.
Last time ilikuwa gani?
It is better to attract.
Oh yes, that was
than to chase.
That's
wisdom, boys.
It makes sense.
But yangu tu ni kwamba it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yes, it's a choice. It all boils down to your choice and the wisdom behind your decision making.
Proverb ya leo kama tumeendanga.
Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one.
Hey! Unaanza ku level up. Nice.
No, you have to say that again. Just kidogo to stress points.
I'm done clap here. Alrighty. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one.
That's amazing.
That's legit.
That's amazing.
Thank you for not dishonoring me.
I'm trying. I try.
Yeah.
Unajua ukiassociate na wisdom naona kuna venye na trickle.
Ni vile umevaa pia.
Pia vile umevaa kama mchungaji.
Yeah. Young bishop.
Ina do something.
Yeah,
but tumemaliza. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, man.
For joining us in this conversation.
Yep.
If you have any questions, usiogope. andika hapo kwa comment section.
Yep.
And like I
Comment,
said,
comment,
kama
guys,
una
like,
feel
share.
huwezi jianika hapo kwa comment section,
Ingia kwa DM.
kwa DMs.
Yeah,
We'll
Frank.
be happy to continue that conversation with you. Otherwise, like,
Share.
comment, share with your friends,
Subscribe.
subscribe,
Yeah.
man, na mkwe mnatujoin kwa Premier Gang,
Yeah,
ndio
mtu-
sasa to have hizo conversation live,
live,
inakuanga tamu
live,
hivyo.
to live,
Yeah,
to
but
live,
thank you
live.
so much for joining us, and
Yeah.
we'll see you
We'll see you next time.
on the next episode. Bye.
We out and cut.